and one for the love of my life.
Big rich bitch, know I'm all about beans. Big rich bitch, know I'm all about beans. You know I had 4 for 4 going before Wendy's. He owe too much pay, had them youngins go and get it. When they make it back with the profit, let them split it. I can meet a nigga once and know if he'll be consistent. Running down a check, now that's something I can't wait on. Bag rich bitch, I ain't the nigga you can fake on. Niggas falling off, I'm the nigga who gon' stay on. Yes, I got chopped, this ain't the top you gon' play on. You want my attention and approach me with a list. I coach a third team trials on the 1st and 5th. I'm cold with them bowls, it's a curse and a gift. I'ma take a few chances when these charges get lifted. System moving slow, but I'm trying to get it over. I don't bun 8 months and they blame it on Corona. They trying to catch me twice on the bun, then hold me. I ain't stupid, I can feel it when somebody trying to hold me. Baby, where you at? Let me stir that macaroni. Pussy got me hooked like a drug, I might OD. Got a couple bags I need to hide, baby, hold these. You know when to give me what I need, cause you know me. Baby, you just drunk off this dick, you don't want me. I think you be telling sex lies when I'm stroking. I still check a bitch quick, don't provoke me. Doors open doors, I ain't gotta use a dope key. You know I had 4 for 4 going before Wendy's. He owe too much pay, had them youngins go and get it. When they make it back with the profit, let them split it. I can meet a nigga once and know if he'll be consistent. Running down a check, now that's something I can't wait on. Bag rich bitch, I ain't the nigga you can fake on. Niggas falling off, I'm the nigga who gon' stay on. Yes, I got chopped, this ain't the top you gon' play on. You know I had 4 for 4 going before Wendy's. He owe too much pay, had them youngins go and get it. When they make it back with the profit, let them split it. I can meet a nigga once and know if he'll be consistent. Running down a check, now that's something I can't wait on. Bag rich bitch, I ain't the nigga you can fake on. Niggas falling off, I'm the nigga who gon' stay on. Yes, I got chopped, this ain't the top you gon' play on.
I want to be able to hear you. Yeah, you get 2 of them or something like that. I'm in here. All right. All right, man. Y'all see, I've been trying to damn get the show started. And the damn thing wouldn't start up. So we're a little late, but we in here. We're a little late, but we in here. All right. So on the Patreon,
people reaching out to me because
now there's an episode on the Patreon of this woman right here talking about the Derek Jackson situation. And this, I never really got to do the Derek Jackson jump off, but this is one of the people. Now, given Derek Jackson is a fraud and all that good shit there, but when she spoke about it in the sense of he's just another man on some, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't trust no men shit. And you can tell that she was speaking to her audience. And that's what her audience is on. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all men. They ain't no good for us. What is this? Where's this glare? Okay. I can't really see it. I can't really see it now. So, but yeah, she spoke on it in a way such as rap trap.
You saying you want read about it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They see you. They see you.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, look at that. I thought this live was about meet me up, baby mom. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Have I said anything other than that? Let me try to turn it that way or something. I'm not liking this glare. So yes, this lady is a man hater. Let's see what we got.
People are waking up to this type of abuse. It's very covert. Y'all know how narcissists get down. They play dirt.
There it is. And there it is. So whenever you hear a woman say narcissist, this is her way, this is her coping mechanism for her getting hurt. And the problem with that is, as long as you are looking externally for the problem, you in trouble. Narcissist is a word that is a synonym to confident. How would you tell the difference between a confident man and a narcissist? Of course, you know, you can go to the furthest end of what a narcissist is, but in the beginning, wouldn't it be extremely easy to mistake confidence for narcissism? So these words that can't really be defined, this is what the problem is. When I say NAB, extremely easy. Extremely easy is not hard to tell. She has the blonde hair. She has the things that go with the blonde wig. And also her situation. Very easy way to tell that you're dealing with a NAB is very soon after getting involved with her, chaos will erupt in her life. She'll have an emergency. Oh my God, I don't know how I'm gonna pay this light bill. I don't know how I'm gonna pay this car note and all this right here. I don't give a fuck if it is a goddamn test. As I've said from the very beginning, there should be no sex within the first at least 6 months, and there should be no motherfucking money passed within the first 6 months. There's no reason for no money to be passed. This, you haven't even seen if you would like to make this your responsibility. So, as I said, very soon after you meet, you'll get a text message or a erratic phone call saying, oh my God, I don't know what just happened to my lights. And that is a test. That's a test. If she really fucks with a nigga, or she feels like the nigga can be a trinket, something that she can show off, then she won't come that way. She'll go to the duck with the problems, and to the nigga that she wants, she'll be trying to make it like she's a real boss bitch, like even paying for the goddamn meal, throwing him some money. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to goddamn catch him, but with you, she's giving you all of the tests on the outside. Don't, like I said, it's about respect from day one. What it should be is, hey, I think I'm into you. Want to see what we can do? If you have a problem with weave, that's something that you need to talk about early on. If you have a problem with makeup, you need to ask about that. Hey, how often do you wear makeup? If she's offended by that, you don't have to be, like I said, for a nigga that just run down on it, you a nothing ass bitch, you lame as fuck. If you don't, like, you know what I'm saying, go for what you want. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to chastise motherfuckers in real life because of who they are. Like, go for what you want. If you see her out and you met her, and she had her ass out, at that point, what you should be thinking is, I'm gonna fuck her, and that's it. But with that, this is why the 3 S's are important. If you're trying to get somewhere, if you're trying to achieve a goal, you taking the time out to fuck her could get heavy. You might let off something to where she realizes that you're ambitious and she feels like she needs to cling on for dear life. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like what I told y'all earlier about the nigga in prison and the Timothy Simpkin nigga walk in there and a nigga sees a lifeline. So be very careful about that.
They will gather a bunch of people. They'll turn their family and friends against you. But the beauty of this community is that we are all coming together collectively. We all know what bullshit is. We all have survived this type of abuse. It will not be tolerated in this community. And I've created this safe space for all types of people. I don't care how much money, I don't care how broke you are, I don't care how rich you are, but this is a safe space for people to come forward when they don't feel like they've been heard, validated, you know, appreciated. We all, including myself, know what that.
Turn up, goddamn student for life dog training. Turn the fuck up. 30 days in on the 3 S's. Turn the fuck up. First 30 days probably be the hardest. So shout out to you, big home. What she's saying, what she just said, what she's saying is a safe space for people who haven't been heard. She's saying that no matter how retarded and how much of a lie you're telling, this is where it will be taken serious. Like I said, motherfuckers like this, you have to watch them. As I was just once again telling Brim, this is the bitch that will work in a prison. This is the bitch that will be a PO. This is the bitch that will be a goddamn parole officer, something within corrections so that she can have some type of authority. And she would do that to substitute the fact that she doesn't have any control in her real life. What she wanted was to control a fucking human. That's slavery. She wanted to control a grown person. This is how she sees a relationship. This is how the relationship is supposed to go. Anything outside of that is not leave me if you need to stay here and do what the fuck I said do. When I'm telling you that you need to goddamn handle business, if the motherfucker is not with the program, it's over with. You don't try to that's the whole point of this shit. The whole point of you identifying what a NAB is so that you don't even fuck around with that. You don't take a NAB. This is where you niggas fuck up at. You don't take a NAB and try to turn them into no goddamn housewife. I had 2 situations this last week where niggas are dealing with some legal shit behind having to be in contact with a NAB.
feels like, and it's a horrible feeling. So I have a very special guest here with me today that wants to tell her story. Now, to make sure that they don't tamper with this video, I'm going to say alleged. Everything in the video is alleged, so y'all leave my fucking video alone. But I wholeheartedly believe her story. I believe who she is. I believe she was done very dirty, and I believe she has a very special purpose. She is definitely a survivor of narcissistic abuse.
See, and this is the reason why, I felt like it was necessary that I watch this with y'all for the first time. We're gonna do the Bobby Billion shit the same way. The Me Too movement, they stopped fucking around with the black and white shit. They like to operate in the gray area where it doesn't matter what type of abuse it was an abuse. Narcissistic abuse survivor, not knife attack survivor, vehicular homicide survivor, narcissistic abuse survivor. What you're saying is that he was so into himself that made you feel bad, but it didn't make you feel bad enough to where you had to leave. So you don't feel like the problem is the fact that you identified that he was evil, and you said, I gotta get the fuck out of here. No. Because that's not an option. Leaving is not an option. This is why you get holes poked in the condom. This is why you get the surprise baby. This is why you get poison. You get stabbed in your sleep. Because leaving is not an option. And this is what I'm telling you niggas who think that you think that you goddamn you shooting fish in a barrel. The trade-off when you fuck with a nothing ass bitch, one who has, you identify that she has low self-esteem. You can walk into her house and see that her life is chaotic. You can look at the home and be able to tell this motherfucker don't have her shit together. Listen at how the kids have learned to behave. You're not a parent. You're just here. You're a delinquent daycare worker. You don't raise those fucking children. You're too busy trying to find out where the nigga is at. Too busy trying to make sure that the fuck he's not over there with this bitch. So much so that you will make your oldest, no matter how old that oldest is, the oldest will be tasked with the job of being a live-in fucking, I'm not gonna say babysitter, a live-in mother. Those younger children learn their big sister, their big brother is their fucking parent. Because the actual parent is out riding around listening to Maya. I'm riding past that bitch's house. I'm riding past your mama house. Where was your kids at though? We all know how powerful love is. And this is on both ends of the spectrum. You niggas who go and kill bitches and fall down on bitches for cheating on you and all that shit like that, my nigga, you lame as fuck. Period, point blank. You killed the bitch because she cheating. Like I said, you get one bitch to where you can actually love them, to where you will actually go and fight a nigga about that bitch. But after that, you don't get to do that, my nigga. You don't get to do that. With a woman, you know, she can maybe fall in love 3 times or some shit like that. But as soon as you become a parent, you lose that whole, I'm a crazy bitch. I beat a nigga bitch up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you beating bitches off a nigga. You can't do that no more. You a parent. The reason why we can't, when they talk about the black man, the black woman, the reason why we can't come together and fight no motherfucking cause is because of this type of bitch. This bitch whole existence is to allow the world to feel her pain because she feel like she's unheard. A nigga cheated on her, and now it's all, yeah, we need to talk about narcissism. Nah, what the fuck, man? Come on with that bullshit. It's simple. Hey, man, stay away from them niggas who don't want to be faithful. If you are like, this is your shit, that it's just straight up and down. We're not talking about you just speaking about some shit on YouTube. Your whole existence. See, whenever you try to exaggerate the effects or the seriousness of a nigga cheating by you going over there and starting to fight, hit me, and you want him to hit you so that then you can, oh my God. But really, you're in more pain now than if he would have just came, if he was faithful and he hit you. You would have rather that. But you want that person to feel the pain. And this is why a lot of murder plots, a lot of episodes of Snapped are on that exact topic. Him cheating, you not being able to make him stay at home. When you get fired from a job, a football player, basketball player, they get cut from a team because they're not producing now like they used to. That you can take that extremely personal because your whole life you've been working on this craft. You've been working to, you know, so when you see guys on the soccer field, baseball, football, MMA, boxing, when you see them cheat, it's like, this is their life. This is, you know what I'm saying? You got to take a loss extremely hard. But with these type of motherfuckers, you cheating on them, it says that they aren't good in their mind. In their mind, I'm not good. I'm not worthy. You know what I'm saying? And this is how they get low self-esteem and shit like that. But see, the problem isn't what that dude did. What the problem is the fact that after he did it, you stayed. You stayed. See, a father seeing that his daughter is upset, seeing that she's sad and she's feeling down on herself and she doesn't feel like she's worth anything because a man didn't come home, because a man isn't treating her like he used to. That really hurts a father because it's like, why in the fuck are you judging your worth by his goddamn actions? What the fuck? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a fucking cheater. Next person, what the fuck are you doing? But you want to goddamn narcissistic and abuse. It's not fucking abuse. That's not abuse. You stayed there. You weren't physically captured. You stayed there because you have low self-esteem. Not sure when it happened to you, but it happened to you. And to be a grown fucking woman, see, when you call in when you call into a lot of these call services, you call to you know, customer service over the phone and shit like that, and you just hear that the motherfucker on the other side of the phone just got a goddamn. It's like, goddamn, I just got on the phone, but they can tell that you're a black male. Dog, I'm gonna be for real with you, my nigga. Some of the worst customer service that I've received, and this is everybody. Or maybe I just look at it more. Maybe I look at it more when it's our women. Because it's like, why in the fuck would you be treating me? I just seen you handle a couple white men. But as soon as you come to me, what you want? What the fuck kind of shit is that? What the fuck kind of shit is that? I look like somebody that, you know, might have hurt you in the past, and you really bringing that shit to your job? And you're taking advantage of the fact that I'm under society's boot heel, so I can't do nothing. So because you're hurt, now you're using the goddamn social totem pole. White man, white woman, black women, black man. You get cheated on, and it's narcissistic fucking abuse. And this is why these type of motherfuckers will have so many people watching, because there's so many. You know it is, because the fuck, it's $1 trillion a year fucking goddamn market that capitalizes on low self-esteem. Let's get to work. Let's get to work.
Was surrounded by narcs from her family, onto the baby daddy, onto, you know, and y'all know what that feels like. To be outnumbered and people that make you out to be crazy and dirty.
There it is. I gotta point this out. You can't even get through talking about it because you're bringing yourself in it so much. We can tell that you're talking about your situation. The reason why the family thought you was crazy is because you tried to fucking blow up his car.
But see, Darius is different. Darius is different. You don't ever know what's going on with him unless you're standing there with him, and you probably still don't know. So he's different.
This time, so when I came back down to visit from school back in 2004, I mean, he was full-fledged, you know, wearing colors, you know, talking gang slang, you know, wearing a flag, and, you know, he was really, you know, kind of progressing in that culture, you know, a little more skipping school, you know what I'm saying? Just a little more recklessness. And like I said, man, for me, I knew what it was, but I went through them stages too. So I was in my mind, you know, it's just a stage, man, you know.
You're out in the streets fighting. What can get any worse than your child out there fighting, and you don't ever know what's gonna happen with him, what, you know, because he's not afraid of anything. He's not afraid of anything, and don't say somebody mess with somebody in his family, and then he ready to go out and start put out an APB on folks.
Candio show.
We got a little abandoned house right next door to Granny spot. Ain't no power, ain't no water. We actually ran a extension cord from Granny crib to the trap and put a microwave in that bitch and a radio in that bitch. We got a couch for my auntie and put that hole in there, and we was thugging, you know what I'm saying? We cooked the dope, bag the dope, sell the dope, all that, whatever, all that we was doing from right there. You know what I'm saying? So,
see the full version of that on the Patreon right now. To go to patreon.com and search my name. But the reason why the family is against you, your family is against you, because they're wondering, why in the fuck are you obsessed with that motherfucking man? All you do is come over here telling us you crying and fucked up. This the last time and all that shit like this, and you keep going back to him. So of course you lose your family support. And his family is like, that goddamn girl can't see you don't want her. Tell the truth. Did the dude that hurt you, did he ever tell you that he don't want to do it no more? And you said no? Because that's something else that they will say is narcissistic, that you said, hey, this shit getting too deep. We need to just leave each other alone. What the fuck? And you just kept going. Not only did he show you that he didn't want to be with you, but he actually told you. And you didn't leave. In some type of way, he became, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you still own that shit. And you will have people going through life still dealing with this shit. Going to the job with bad attitude, going out in public with bad attitude, taking bad attitude into your new relationship, trying to date before you're actually over the dude who hurt you. So now the new dude you're talking to, you wonder why he don't want to be around you. All you do is talk about that fucking dude. At some point, we have to look introspectively. When I got my heart broke, it was nothing that I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't did too much. So let me go through my shit. You cry your tears, and 2 weeks later, I'm, you know what I'm saying? Rotating bad bitches. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, dog, you don't have to take that shit with you like that, my nigga. And that's why I never made a show into niggas just calling in talking about how bad, you know, we can have a consultation and shit like that. But I'm not bringing every nigga on to say how the fuck he got cheated and he was a good man, my nigga. We not on that goddamn shit. And if you are a man and you own that type of shit, then you own some whole shit. And I feel sorry that you don't have a nigga that will around you that will tell you that. Like, man, what the fuck is you on? All right, you know what I'm saying? That's over with. That's over with. We going to the club. That's what confidence will do for you. So because you don't make confidence a bad thing, because that's exactly what you don't have. Every person that comes into your life is not going to be there to stay, and they're not going to be good people. That's how you learn how to goddamn choose the people that you will be around. But you still on this shit. Like, you can't even hold the mic the right way because you damn near about to say the motherfucker name. God damn.
But we don't tolerate that here in this community. So I'm gonna let her introduce herself, and we're gonna get into this.
This bitch name is Spiritual Whistleblower. There's nothing spiritual about you. You are a scorned woman. That's it. That's all. For you, it's crazy because for you to talk about Derek Jackson, you're the same fucking person, just with a different gender. You're doing the same shit he does. The only reason you don't like Derrick Jackson is because he's a fucking man. These people need to be identified so we know not to.
And y'all.
We need to know who the fuck they are so we know not to put them in positions so we don't have a goddamn Black Lives Matter situation all over again. We can't have nobody at the top of no black organization that don't like black people, whether they be man or woman. God damn. Like I said, Derrick Jackson ain't no better, but at least that nigga lying. That's why that nigga so cool, calm, and collected when he talking, because the nigga lying. Yeah, you know, if he can't, listen, sis, if he can't buy you a house on the second day, then you just need to leave him and tell him you want a man that's about his business. If he's not about his business and he can't get you a car and the car that you want on the first date, then you don't need to waste your time with him, sis. That nigga right. He's so right. I need to get a man that's, and as soon as the video go off, that bitch be on the phone, goddamn. Let me see what this nigga doing. That nigga don't answer, she go right back to the next video. See, when he doesn't answer your call, when you're calling him, see, sis, a lot of times a man will be in love with you, but he don't want to let his boys know, you know, so you just got to, you know, wait for him to call. And when he calls, you make sure you tell him. And so he's telling them exactly what they want to hear. And only someone who's not trying to evolve, someone who's not trying to grow, someone who's not trying to get better, those are the only people that will want to hear, I was right. And that's why, like I said, I'm so blessed that I had a fucking moral compass, and I never, ever thought that what I was doing out there in the street was right. I had to take more drugs in order to, you know, drown out that inner voice of, man, you need to get the fuck out the street. You know what I'm saying? Was never confused. I didn't tell this girl, I didn't come into the relationship with this girl telling her that I'm going to be fucking off. So that means that she's correct in feeling bad when I'm with other bitches. This isn't right. But see, with Derrick Jackson, and this is, like I said, these people are no better than the motherfucking, the people who create the Brazilian hair and Malaysian hair, and the motherfuckers who make the most money off that shit, you ain't no better than them, because you selling them some shit that's not gonna help them. You're covering up the issue, you're not fixing it. And what ends up happening when you continue to cake that makeup on you and putting that diseased, dead people hair in your head, the situation gets worse. To the point where now you getting a fight at the club, motherfucker laughing like a motherfucker because you got a goddamn George Jefferson. You got an Uncle Phil. Bumps on your face, it's horrendous. It's horrendous. That's what I'm telling you niggas, man, and females also. You fuck around with the NAB or the NAN, you get what the fuck you pay for.
Show her love and support, and you know, I hope she, you know, uses this to blow herself up, because I feel like God is using her to help other people. All right, so here we go, baby. Tell them who you are.
Hi, my name is Takara.
Jesus. Boy, you can't be serious. Ooh, woo. Ooh, woo. Mm. Try to tell niggas, man. Try to tell them. So let me get this together. Make sure I understand what just happened right fast. Hold on. So when I seen the thumbnail of this video, I was sure that, they did the goddamn, the Zoom or the StreamYard or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, the shit like that. When I was just listening to this retarded bitch talk, I could have swore that she was on a bed. I thought she was in her room. On a bed. You telling me that you was walking around outside? You was walking around outside. There's only two things it can be. First thing, you was walking around outside and a bitch, a streetwalker, a real prostitute came up to you and told you that Meek Mill is her baby daddy. And you just had to do a show right then and there. I believe her because women don't lie. One thing about it, they don't lie. I know they don't because I'm a woman. And see, these are the people that I wonder. When she has a son and her son goes out here and a woman accuses him of, we're going to come about this because I see we finna have to talk a little bit. So a woman comes and accuses him of sexual assault. And she knows that she did not raise a rapist. How are you going to handle that situation? If you just believe everything that a bitch say just has to be true because it's just a woman won't lie and I'm finna have to put my coat on. I'm finna put my goddamn coat on.
Hey there. I was wondering if you was gonna make it down here. Cut right to the chase. I'm Ayo Consaco, fearless leader of Ayo Nation and the Men Too movement. But I'm also the head nabologist here at Tactical Operations. You know, when I'm not teaching nabology or managing a nab, I like to unwind and watch episodes of the Candio Show.
Candio Show.
You should probably do the same. All right, now, hey, get your shit together, big home. Have a good one.
Yeah, we finna have to do this shit the right way. We gotta do this shit the right way. We finna get into some goddamn science. We finna get into some science. No, hell, fuck no, I know she ain't do that. So, you walking down the sidewalk, you just seen this bitch, you can tell by her hairdo that this bitch just got out of goddamn car with a John. You seen this bitch get out of car with an old white man. fixing her goddamn dress and she get out and shit like that. And the bitch see you, her eyes big to the motherfucker. She just tell you, yeah, she tell you a whole bunch of shit. She say she just came from the planet Zonok. You know what I'm saying? Her daddy is a goddamn grand emperor. You know what I mean? All this other shit. And then within that bullshit, she say, oh yeah, meet me or my baby daddy. Oh, he is? Oh, well, let's start. You know, what the fuck are you, like, are you serious? Why else would you shoot a show like this? Like the fuck, like you like no lighting, no nothing. The only other possibility is that the bitch told you online that she's Meek Mill's baby mama, but she didn't want you to come up to her house. She didn't want to come to your house because she couldn't get there. And she didn't want you to come up, so y'all in front of her building. Why you think she didn't want you to come up in her house? You can't be serious. I'm sorry, my nigga. I'm looking at it. Can y'all see her face? I don't think y'all can see her face good, man. Man. I gotta hear this.
It's my real name. My last name is Odom, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I am 32 years old, and
bitch, do you think you on a date night? What the fuck do you think this show is? You making a dating profile? What the fuck? I like walks on the park and I love Jesus. I'm in love with Jesus. What the fuck are you talking about, dog? What kind of bullshit is this?
What else y'all want to know about me? Takara Odom.
What else we want to know about you, bitch? What the fuck is you on the show for? Oh, Lord, man. This shit here, man.
Her baby father, I won't say who he is. I'll let her say it. But, you know, like most rappers in this game, if not all of them, they are narcissistic sociopaths.
Man, we finna goddamn, man. Look here, man. Man, goddamn. Lord, man, we gonna be here all damn night about this goddamn shit, my nigga. Where my goddamn head at, man? Yeah, we gonna have to do red hat tonight. We gotta do red hat. We gotta do this shit the right way. We gotta go back, goddamn. We gotta do this shit the right way. We gotta do this shit the right way, my nigga. We can't even do this shit like that. We gotta do this shit the right way. Hey, man, shout out to everybody who's showing love. I appreciate that. We late night with it, man. I'm coming to y'all in just a second. Let me get to this.
And her story is one of courage, and it needs to get out there. And we're not afraid of nothing over here because at the end of the day, God has the final say so. So tell them who your baby father is.
My son's father is Robert Reed Williams, a.k.a. Meek Mill, the rapper.
Meek Mill is her baby father. Now tell them, you know, how many sons he has.
Altogether, he has 3. My son is his oldest, and he has Poppy Chul, and I think he has the new baby, Caesar.
Which is Milano. Milano has the youngest baby, and his second boy is
Poppy.
And Meek, for those of you who don't know, has a 3rd son, his oldest son, which is your son. Mm-hmm. His name is Evan. Tell everyone how you and Meek conceived.
Very important. I don't know if y'all can see this, but they have a goddamn drink right here in the back. Very, very important. Very, very important to see that drink. This is a club drink right here. Which makes sense because why in the fuck else would you do a impromptu fucking interview where you have to turn the goddamn phone back and forth. I don't know how many of y'all have dealt with NABs, but if you dealt with a NAB, maybe 75% of women, period, when that alcohol come out, you got a different animal. You got a different animal. And it's not even so much that, you know, they drink good, but once you have the shroud of, everybody thinks I'm drunk, so they see me drinking, so whatever I do from this point forward, we can blame it on the alcohol. But in real life, that's what they wanted to do. You'll get a lot of 50% of women, but all NABs will blame the alcohol, blame their behavior on the alcohol, when in real life, if the bitch is messy as fuck or she gets just raunchy and ghetto as fuck when she's on, I don't give a fuck what alcohol it is, then the bitch, that's really what's inside of her. That's how she has fun. She likes to laugh at people. She likes to talk down to people. That's really her personality. Doesn't matter how many sorries the motherfucker give afterwards, you know, because the bitch can get drunk and just start being in the back seat laughing at one of the girls that she rode to the club with. You know what I'm saying? Like, and have a other homegirl, they just laughing and shit like that. That's really who the fuck they are. And you have to take people as they are. If that's who they are, that's who they are. Once again, you going in trying to be a mechanic and goddamn tighten some shit up, and that ain't what it is, my nigga. Like, or sweetheart, like that's who the fuck they are. And you got to get out of that family shit, homegirl shit. We've been together since day one. Got to get out of that shit. Because this motherfucker could very well do some shit while they drunk and make somebody else react in a very violent manner. You'll be in a wheelchair because she wanted to laugh.
Your son, how did that come about?
I met him at a party when I was 15 years old. Back in the day, we used to have like juking parties, you know, and it was him and his cousin Millie. He befriended me, acted like, you know, he was digging me, but really it was something more sinister. And I just remember that night of me and him kicking it, and then I just remember passing out. Like, I don't really remember.
And there it is. And there you have it. There you have it. There you have it. I was a slut because I was young. So in order for you to tell me that, bitch, you can't be out here at 32 years old looking like that. This, a bitch who look like this is the bitch who a nigga will fuck in the club, bust, and tell a bitch to get the fuck away from me. Because just by what she's presenting, you can tell that this is a low self-esteem freak bitch. It's insane that she said she was off the porch that young. The bitch said she was at the party at 15. Tell the bitch, if you want to be for real, ask the hoe when she started fucking. We used to have juking parties. That's not what the fuck you was there for, no goddamn juke. Y'all wasn't in that motherfucker cutting no rug. You were scoping niggas then. I just remember falling asleep, bitch. And it's so crazy. It's so, and like I said, I'm not defending y'all niggas no more. I'm not defending y'all niggas no more. Because once again, none of you goddamn celebrity niggas came out for the goddamn Me Too movement. Not defending you niggas no more. But I have to point out the bullshit with the goddamn NAB. I just remember falling. So you don't remember hitting the goddamn blunt? You don't remember swigging that big ass motherfucking... The fuck? I just remember falling asleep. There it is. Now we on some Bill Cosby shit. Now Meek Mill is hitting bitches with the goddamn, when he the nappy braids with the lock. You was hitting bitches with the goddamn. Come on, my nigga. You hold it. I'm talking about just fucking pathetic. Fucking pathetic. You don't give a fuck about niggas getting bammed. And it's so crazy. Because here you are with a son. The nerve of you to get on camera and talk about you meeting a nigga at 15 years old as if you ain't know that you was on this fucking shit heavy. Ask the motherfucker about her home life. Ask her how the fuck she got in the party at 15. How the fuck was she out that late? These are the questions that need to be asked, because if you tell a story like that, then a motherfucker look at it like 15-year-old. See, motherfucker, I just had this situation the other night. Motherfuckers think a goddamn story start when a motherfucker start telling it. No, Lord. There's a whole lot that has to do. And a story just don't start. Motherfucker dropped in a situation. I'm 15. I'm in a juking party. I don't know what's going on. No. No. You was heavily fucking, and that's what you was on. You in a party and you just fell asleep. Man, you better, but like I said though, it's so, like I said, once you put a price tag on pain, everybody coming out the woodworks. Everybody start coming out the woodworks. Dog, one thing that we know as Americans, and as if you haven't seen the last episode of A Month of Saturdays on Conversation with Me podcast with me and Katrina Gibbs talking about the movie Squid Games, what we learn is that no matter how high up or how low down you think a motherfucker is, one thing that unites us is motherfuckers not having enough money. It's not about you having money. In the Squid Games, you seen once they let the dude, the professional dude who everybody thought was going off doing big things, that nigga was broke. He was in a whole bunch of debt. But when they let him out that first time, when everybody voted and they let him out, that nigga reached in his pocket and gave the Indian dude some money. What you may think is money, someone else might think, what the fuck I'm gonna do with that? Everybody is trying to get some money. And if you don't have, if you're not an entertainer or athlete and shit like that to where you can get checks off or you have a skill, you out this bitch, you know, hand them out. You trying to make some snap. It's hard out here. It's hard. Bills do not stop. And shit, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like shit happens like a motherfucker. Shit happens. The fucking grinder And my goddamn, this new septic tank the city put in, that bitch just stopped goddamn working. I was out there whole day with Brim having to goddamn get that bitch back working. Like, I damn near showed y'all a picture of that shit. But shit, that's one thing. Last month, the goddamn tree fell in Grandma yard. One thing is for sure, that shit is going to continue to happen. Especially when you stay at a house and not an apartment complex. Even at an apartment complex, you will have somebody break in your car, bust your window out because they was out there fighting. Shit is going to happen. So you need money. So since we all know that, I'm wondering how in the fuck we listen to these stories, but we can't see the financial incentive. When we all, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, dog, this ain't no female male thing. If a nigga had a way to get a bitch to do something during sex that could get them paid for 18 years, niggas would do it. Niggas just don't have a way to do it. If a nigga could trap a bitch with a baby for 18 years and get that check, niggas would do it, and they would be down at the courthouse trying to get a goddamn increase on the goddamn monthly payment. This shit ain't just for them. No. This shit is for everybody. Everybody's trying to find a way to get some easy money. Some of us have just realized that easy money come with a very big price tag. Very high price tag. So this is why I started the Me Too movement. For one, I wanted to make it like, if we doing sexual assault cases, then let me be the first one to raise my hand and say, I'm nigga. Let me tell you about some shit. But also, there's no way that we're going to take every one of these motherfuckers at their goddamn word. We can't do that. We can't do that. You can't just tell a motherfucker, just write a police report and we send in the marshals. You can't do that. Especially when you're dealing with a motherfucker will do that because a nigga cheated on them or ghosted them. You think a motherfucker won't do that shit to get paid? Are you serious? We can't say we know this shit, and then on the other hand, as soon as somebody say something about fucking narcissistic abuse, we don't know about that shit no more. It's about the abuse. We need to help the victim. What the fuck? So yeah, like I said, for this climate right now to be niggas left and right are getting banned for the RICO, for shootings, for goddamn claims of sexual assault. Niggas ain't just getting fucking, niggas ain't losing a fan base. Niggas is losing a freedom about this shit. And for motherfuckers to still be playing like this, and there is no downside to extorting a successful black. There is no downside to it. No downside to extorting any man. Give me $100,000, or I'm gonna tell these folks that I'm gonna tell them about that one time when you goddamn took me and back to church and ravished me. I never been to no. You think they gonna believe that? And a nigga will be hard pressed if he tell his team, the team will say, just give the bitch the money. We don't have time for this right now. Because they trying to make sure that money continues to come in. So it's like I said, somebody has to stand on something. But like I said, for you niggas, you famous niggas, to know what's going on and just to see that it's a nigga on the ground floor trying to fight and y'all niggas don't even help in the fight, that shit say something. That shit say something.
too much, but I remember something happened.
Man, dog, that's crazy. That's crazy. Absolutely no downside. Nothing will happen to her for making this claim. We can tell from the time that she opened her mouth, this isn't a good person. We can tell by the backdrop, this isn't a good person. And she's really coming out with claims. Man, this is crazy, dog.
And I just remember that night of me and him kicking it, and then I just remember passing out. Like, I don't really remember too much, but I remember something happening to me because I felt pressure inside of me. And then a couple months later, I said I was pregnant. So you guys do the math. If somebody do something to you at a party you don't remember.
I don't even really feel comfortable even goddamn playing this bullshit. You don't remember nothing, but one thing you do remember is that it was Meek Mill. You 32 years old. You were 15 then. You don't know nothing, but you know that it was Meek Mill, the famous nigga. It wasn't no Melly, it was the famous nigga. They got the money. "15 years old. How old is that child? That child is 17. By my calculation, that child is 17. 16 years old. You're saying that "16 years ago, 17 years ago." Am I wrong? No, that's right. At 15, you had this knowledge. Meek Mill wasn't nobody. I hope that you're going to say that there's a police report that we can go look up. At the very least, there's a police report that we can go look up. You're saying that you were casually walking after leaving a club right here and you just bumped into somebody and you wanted to tell this story. I want to hear some more.
And it wasn't consensual, it's called rape. Non-consensual,
I don't. Let's watch it so we can see if we can tear it down.
Conceived your son. How did that come about?
I met him at a party when I was 15 years old. Back in the day, we used to have like juking parties, you know, and it was him and his cousin on Millie. He befriended me, acted like, you know, he was digging me, but really it was something more sinister. And I just remember that night of me and him kicking it, and then I just remember passing out. Like, I don't really remember too much, but I remember something happening to me because I felt pressure inside of me. And then a couple months later, I said I was pregnant. So you guys do the math. If somebody do something to you at a party you don't remember, and it wasn't consensual, it's called rape.
Non-consensual sex. She woke up feeling sore afterwards. So Your pregnancy, was he there for your pregnancy? Tell us about that. Hold the mic up a little bit closer to you.
Absolutely not. He was nowhere to be found. Once he got me pregnant, he was gone. I never seen him again. He never tried to reach out to me. No, he never cared.
And how did his mother and his family treat you? Did they?
What a stupid bitch. What a irresponsible, stupid bitch. You telling me this girl just told you that she got raped? Your next question was he there for the pregnancy? And you know what? This is the reason why I don't let my message cloud my ears. When I hear a nigga talk about a situation where he say a bitch do something on him and shit like that, you finna have to run that shit. You better ask niggas. Niggas ain't got the phone with me mad because I'm running through that motherfucker. You finna have to really goddamn come down with this shit. I'm not finna just hear that shit like, oh yeah, you right, they damn sure. What the fuck? No. Nigga, explain how the fuck did y'all fuck that night? Well, we fucked, but she had fought me first, and then hold it home. Hold on, bit home. No, I'm trying to check. Nah, hold on, bit home. You went straight into he raped you. You said that after she said it, rape. Was he there for the pregnancy? What in the fuck are you talking about? Why in the fuck wouldn't that stand out to anybody? You're asking about a rapist being at a fucking... And we're talking about pain. We're talking about victims. But the first question after he raped you was he there for the pregnant? That don't sound like no fucking rapist. That sound like an old man, a deadbeat dad. After you leave that question, you do more projecting onto this nothing ass bitch you talking to. How did his family treat you? So obviously we know that in her past, she really had it out with the man who hurt her. He had it out with his family. Probably because the family, like, hey, look, he don't want you and shit. But hey, look at all the stuff I did and all this shit like this, and they didn't help you get him to stay with you. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. This girl just said rape in a time where motherfuckers are getting everything stripped from them, their freedom. And there will be no repercussions on this drunk prostitute. No repercussions. How does that affect your 16-year-old son? If a bitch can just take a nigga through the legal system with a rape first charge, the nigga cheat on her and he got a rape first charge. So you can't think that far. You can't think that far. You can't think far enough to say, well, what if somebody did this to my son? You don't give a fuck about that. So it ain't me saying that you don't give a fuck about your children. You show that you don't give a fuck about your goddamn kids. You saying that you felt like you would get more justice at 32 than at 15 goddamn years old. And another thing, they'll try to compress a story as if that shit just happened in a 3-hour span. No. If we're in a goddamn club, there is no befriending me. Motherfucker would just twist and turn and destroy a story. He befriended me. You don't befriend a bitch in a club. You run down on her, what the word is, and you was with it. You was with it. Why in the fuck every time it come time for y'all to goddamn remember some goddamn details, I passed out. I don't remember anything, but I know it was him, and he did it. And I got pregnant that night. That was the night I got pregnant. I know it. I want, because you know what? When I put this bitch name in, Meek Mill, baby mama, whatever the fuck this prostitute name is, when I put the name in, it ain't like shit ain't pop up. Like it wasn't no history there. Why in the fuck, as you stupid bitch, the spiritual whistleblower, why in the fuck would you goddamn just, you ain't vetted this bitch in the first? You just hear her story and it match with yours, so we go on with it. I wish a nigga would come on this motherfucker trying to tell a story about how a bitch did him. We gon' laugh at this nigga all night long as soon as we hear an inconsistency. But for us to be in this climate and for a motherfucker to wonder why there is tension between the man and the woman in the black race. You're not confused about the shit that a nigga gotta go through when he come out the damn door. You're not confused. You know exactly what a nigga gotta go through when he come out that motherfucking door. None of that matters. None of that matters. This was the shit between the Timmy Simpkins family and the other family. Nobody is looking at it from the other point of view. My boy is a good child and he didn't do nothing wrong. The issue here is the people. It's not him, it's the people. You didn't hear no nigga speak in that situation because you cannot, as a man, you can't live in fucking delusions. You can't live in your head in a fucking dream world because you'll go out this bitch and get murdered. We the only motherfuckers that have to go out this bitch every day and motherfucking be fully aware of where the fuck we is. And as soon as we forget, you see us on the news. You know when a nigga goddamn forgot where he was because you see him on the news. He ain't high no more. He's sober. He can see exactly where the fuck he at. How dare you see everything that niggas is going through outside and you can still come and put this kind of shit up. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. See, you putting your feelings because you got cheated on. This is why you will go to a nigga job and fight him. This is why you don't care if you being recorded. You will try to stab a nigga and you'll go to the furthest link when you get cheated on, because once you get hurt, don't nothing else matter. I'm gonna blow his car up. I'm gonna kill that bitch. I'm gonna cut his seat. You have to feel what I'm feeling. Immediately, nothing else matters. I want to say something right here, but I'm gonna hold it down. This is the reason why we as the black race are so splintered. Because how in the fuck can a adult listen to what she's saying and not say, hold on, how did you get to the party? How did you get to the party? How long were you there? What were you drinking? Did you drink? Did you partake in any drugs? Or were you a upright, good citizen at 15, like Timothy Simpkins' family is saying? And the other little Malcolm X looking nigga with the picture and shit like that, he's a good kid, everybody loving and good. How in the fuck did motherfucker get beat up and how motherfucker get shot? Man, this shit crazy as hell. Disgusting, man. It's disgusting because we can't even look at any situation as black people, because how in the fuck can you be out there protesting for George Floyd and then next week you on camera trying to get paid by saying you don't give a fuck if a nigga gotta go to jail for you to get some money, but you want justice for a motherfucker you don't know. But you don't mind being the reason. You're totally separated. You can't see any goddamn intersection in none of this. That's totally different, ain't it? Nobody had no questions for you at 15 who the baby daddy was. Nobody said nothing about Meek Mill or nothing like that. Like I said, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. If there's something on the book saying that, you know what I'm saying, then let me know. But this is my first time hearing about this. And I would think that if this has really been verified, it would have definitely been on the platform that at least don't got to use a motherfucking iPod fucking mic. So you don't pick up the rest of the streetwalkers trying to flag down goddamn Johns. Man.
They know about the pregnancy.
They knew about the baby, but they didn't care about me either. They felt like since I was already a ward of the system and my family didn't love me, why should they love me? Why should they love this baby? They didn't ask for this and they didn't want me a part of their family. So they never cared about me or their niece or nephew.
So how did Meek learn that you was pregnant? Did he see his son after you gave birth?
No, he didn't. He never came. Only thing he did was send his homies, like different people from his camp, like, you know, his friends. And everything that he did was through other people. He never came himself to.
Sounds like playing monkeys to me. Y'all know what that sounds like.
He never dealt with me himself. He always used other people to do his dirty work. He never dealt with me himself. We never had like a one-on-one, just me and him, and we talked. He never wanted that.
So sad. Just so sad. Anybody, any adult with ears can tell that what this girl is mad about is that she didn't get to be his girlfriend. The stupid bitch asked about his family. The rapist family after the rape, there should be no talk about family or what did he do. There should be talk about a rape kit. There should be talk about police officers. What did the police report say? Did the rape kit come back inconclusive? Some type of way, then we done went all the way over all of this. And now we're upset because a rapist did not want to be with his victim. This stupid bitch just said something about flying monkeys. I don't know what the fuck that means, but it sounds like the shit that bitch, that moo cow bitch. Who is this moo cow bitch? The bitch with the stupid bitch. The mixed bitch who wish she didn't have no black in her. What's that girl name? What's the moo cow bitch name? Doja Cat. Doja Cat. I ain't do nothing, or whatever the fuck she said. That's what the fuck that sound like. Those motherfuckers some type of way don't get extracized from the motherfucking race. We can tell that you want to be a slave, a bed wench, shout out to Tariq Nasheed, a bed wench for the white man. Some type of motherfucking way, you done disassociated yourself from the goddamn racial epithets that they use to where you use them against us. Flying monkey? What the fuck do that mean? Ain't that a bitch? You get cheated on, and that's motherfucking goddamn fuck getting cheated on. You feel like you deserve better and go date nothing but white boys, and this you done came the fuck up. A nigga can get cheated on multiple times, got his throat cut, then got beat up by the baby daddy, the brother then multiple times. This nigga go over there, bitch, and ask a white bitch that he wants a double espresso and this goddamn Starbucks coffee, and motherfucker, that nigga a coon, that nigga a sellout. That nigga a coon, I seen that nigga and that motherfucker smiling at that white girl. Once again, we already know what my stance is on white girls. But let's goddamn call this shit down the middle. These motherfuckers can get cheated on. Not only go over there, but go over there and turn towards us and be used as the mouthpiece of racism, no different than the rappers. Yeah, I had to put my doctor suit on. We finna get scientific tonight. We finna get scientific. You get cheated on, and all of a sudden, everybody got to understand why the fuck you being the motherfucking gang bang, fucking whatever, ghetto gagger motherfucking shit over there, and you start listening to them motherfuckers and using their words to disrespect you on us. Flying monkeys. See, why in the fuck ain't these motherfuckers extracized? To where they word don't mean shit to us. Give a fuck how many I don't give a fuck what she do. After you done did some shit like that, ain't no coming back. I ain't do nothing. Whatever the fuck that stupid bitch said.
After that, you can't say shit about no black. Anytime you say something about black folk, we're gonna take that shit personal. We don't even like when you say black man or black woman. Like, what the fuck do you can't say you people. What the fuck you mean by that? You using that, I didn't do nothings. You using that, you try to get a laugh out your white goddamn folks. You laughing with them at us. And you can go down that bitch and take a picture, hands up, don't shoot. Bitch, you out that motherfucker, I think you trying to be funny. Again. If you so hurt because a motherfucker cheated on you that you ready to goddamn go to the other side, stay over there. We don't want to hear nothing about no motherfucking white boy, no white football player, no white fucking extremists. We don't give a fuck what them goddamn white boys do to you. You retarded bitch. So this is the issue. You think because a motherfucker has a different dialect, because they talk with a different diction, you think that they ain't no men. The goddamn white man invented the goddamn cheating shit. He was the first motherfucker to go out the house with his wife and sneak into the slave quarters. He was the first motherfucker to do that. A nigga had it goddamn to where I got many fucking wives. The white man was the first motherfucker to come out this motherfucker with the cheating shit. It was invented by this motherfucker. He was the first motherfucker that couldn't control, you know what I'm saying, to be morally wrong and still do shit. A nigga say from the top to the bottom, I got 12 wives. And I mean that. But you don't expect that out the mouth. And that's the fucked up part too. You go over there to the white man and you don't expect for him to be faithful to you. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? You get with a nigga, and this nigga gotta be in the house by 8 o'clock, be in the house for the street light come on. Nigga gotta be at the goddamn phone for every roll call. You get this nigga a certain amount of time to get from the job to the house. You check the goddamn fuel gauge to make sure. Get with the goddamn white man. This motherfucker can nigga do. You get with him and all of a sudden you know your fucking place. Don't get me started, dog. Don't get me started. I ain't trying to go nowhere. I'm not trying to go nowhere with that. But I'm saying that, my nigga, as I've seen these bitches, never dated a girl who fuck with white dudes or nothing like that. But I've seen, you know, Serena, Eve, you know, all these other famous motherfuckers go over there, and it just seems like all of a sudden there's no combativeness no more. Eve went from bad bitch to goddamn Sex in the City on some shit. Like, she had a whole different swag, and then like, what the fuck? All of a sudden, it ain't about respect no mind. It's just, you know, I worship the ground you walk on. What kind of fuck? What the fuck is this, man? So that's my outlook on that shit. But I'm the same way with a nigga. A nigga know what the fuck I say about white hoes, and it's just like that. But for you to be over here and working for them, now some ostracize is the word. Ostracize. Some gotta be done, my nigga.
These motherfuckers are not for us. I hate to say it, my nigga. I hate to say it, but goddamn, these niggas catching these goddamn cases. Bill Cosby, I don't know, but these niggas catching these cases, they ain't got no white hoes on their goddamn on the case, my nigga. So if you don't want it to be no motherfucking division between us, don't make it no fucking division. Everybody is out here trying to find a way to get some money. Everybody's out here trying to make it. You coming down the fucking pipe with this goddamn, I'ma take down. You understand that when they take us down, you don't have anybody to protect you. Who the fuck are you gonna cry to? You done the white man's work only for the white man to tell you now ain't no more. The fuck are you gonna do about it? Like on some real shit. It's the same thing for a nigga. I've heard multiple rappers say, KKK, I hate niggas. Niggas have used the Klan in their verses about how they don't like niggas. You understand, the more of us that you wipe out, the less protection that you have. How poisoned my people are, that they believe that once I destroy all niggas, everything is gonna be all right. What devil told you that? What devil put that in your mind that once you get rid of all the niggas, you gonna be fucking protected, you gonna be good? You need to research the strongest militaries on the planet and pay attention to how those places who have the weakest military, look how much respect they get in the goddamn national goddamn or the fucking international NATO and shit like that. They gotta take whatever a motherfucker tell them. You ain't got no military, we coming to get the diamonds. You don't have no military, we coming to get the oil. Give a fuck what we say we came there for. You know what we here for. What are you gonna do about it? Come on, my nigga. This ain't what it is. This ain't what it is. And for society to make a motherfucker feel comfortable to where she can say this shit, that says a lot. My biggest issue with the Me Too movement was that the fact that you can retroactively get somebody arrested for what they did to you years ago would be abused by scorned women. I have yet to see a man be compensated or to be taken serious when he comes forward and say, my babysitter sucked my dick. My babysitter used to fondle me when I was 8 years old. Laughed out the gym. Unless that babysitter was a black man.
Me. He always wanted to make fun of me and laugh at me. And I was just a joke of his songs and rap, and just everything that he did in life was wrapped around hurting me.
My nigga, I don't know how much more of this I could take. Is my shit must be off. I can't see shit.
it was gone. I never seen him again. He never tried to reach out to me. No, he never cared.
And how did his mother and his family treat you? Did they know about the pregnancy?
They knew about the baby, but they didn't care about me either. They felt like since I was already a ward of the system and my family didn't love me, why should they love me? And why should they love this baby? They didn't ask for this and they didn't want me a part of their family. So they never cared about me or their niece or nephew.
So how did Meek learn that you was pregnant? Did he see his son after you gave birth?
No, he didn't. He never came. Only thing he did was send his homies, like different people from his camp, like, you know, his friends. So everything that he did was through other people. He never came himself to.
Sounds like flying monkeys to me. Y'all know what that sounds like.
He never dealt with me himself. He always used other people to do his dirty work. He never dealt with me himself. We never had like a one-on-one, just me and him, and we talked. He never wanted that with me. He always wanted to make fun of me and laugh at me. And I was just a joke of his songs and rap, and just everything that he did in life was wrapped around hurting me.
Now, a lot of rappers do this. They subliminally diss their baby mamas. Future is good for doing this. He subliminally throws disses at Ciara. So you definitely know Meek throws subliminals at you in his music.
Yes, all the time. I think he did that song with Terry Lane, Lit It Again, and he had a verse in there and he was talking about, I'm raping this paper. I ain't used to having this paper. I buried the money. She rich and Mariah. I think he was talking about Nicki and that. But y'all get it. Y'all want to look up the latest called Lit It Again. He just talks about different things. It's not just that song. It's other songs.
So what we're gonna have to do, because I see we still got a long way to go. First off, let me just speak on this. It's obvious from that statement, you were a ward of the state. Strike one. Strike one. You used the fact that you were a ward of the state to get sympathy. Strike two. Strike two. You just said that everything he did in life was to hurt you. Strike three. It's obvious that this bitch is crazy. Period, point blank, that's what it is. I can give you a strike four for saying that the family never wanted you. Everything was centered around you. This whole thing is you. You. Even when it should be about the child, it's you. So ironic, because the dumb bitch is talking about the dumb bitch. Her whole shit is about narcissists. A narcissist is someone who is all about them, self-centered, all that, just all about them. This bitch just said that everything that he does in life was to hurt her. He didn't come see you. He sent his homeboys. To do what? You said he sent his homeboys to do the dirty work. What did they do? They came to see the child? They came to your house to give you money? Or are you just a crazy bitch and you saw people out and that's what you thought? You listen to his song and because you're a narcissist, you think he's talking about you. We've seen all these situations that Meek Mill had to go through, and you think that he didn't even have a one-night stand with you. He didn't come to the baby being born. Family didn't give a fuck, but he made his whole life about you. But nobody in the whole fucking world knows about you until this retarded bitch comes and finds you on the corner trying to turn a lick. See, dog, at some point, my nigga, like, this shit has to stop. You know, it's funny because the bitch is retarded and all that, but dog, a motherfucker should not be able to shoot a weapon at you, and because they missed, nothing bad happens to them. What the fuck? She just accused him of something that can destroy everything he built. Once again, you, narcissist, don't give a fuck about any of his other children, any of his family, any of the people that he's helped. All that matters is that he didn't make you his number one girl, and that's how you had it planned out in your head. Which is another reason why I tell you niggas, you think that you getting off by fucking with a bitch with low self-esteem. This is the type of shit that comes with it. This is what comes with it. When the shit doesn't go their way, especially once they've done something, they believe that once I fuck him, he's not going to leave me ever. Once you show them that you're delusional for thinking that, it's scorched earth. To where 17 years later, you are still giving energy to him. To where you're making up shit, trying to quote. See, when you tell the truth, you can be descriptive. Go to Brim D YouTube page. Go to his YouTube page and listen to him tell a story. There will be shit that, like, damn, that wasn't even important to the story. But as you're rethinking something that actually happened, like, damn, she was over there. That bitch had to find it. Motherfuckers wonder why I go off and ramble. I'm not telling you no shit that I'm motherfucking. As I'm saying it, I'm reliving it. So I might go off the beaten path. But when they give this general, goddamn, his friends do the dirty work. What dirty work? What friends? What year? We haven't got a year, not one time. I remember in 2007, I was at a party. The way I know that goddamn, this is what it is I seen them in the car and they was in that red Honda. I was with somebody who had, the only reason I thought that to walk down on the car because one of my homegirls had a red Honda. Everything is just general. Bitch, you saying shit that a fan of Meek Mill, they will know more than you. And this is what happens when these bitches go into the interrogation room and the police interrogate her. They know they're lying. But because I can hide behind you and say, I was just trying to help a victim. The whole goal is to get a nigga off the street. One a day keeps the revolution away. You come in here and tell me something about a nigga, I'll help you patch up the parts where you fucked up at. Come in here and say somebody goddamn white man, get out of here before we charge you with making a false police report. And in a way, it's like, you know what's up. Like, These motherfuckers have to be tired of having to look up and seeing fucking black excellence every time they turn on the damn TV. Their numbers are dwindling. Everybody coming out beige, contaminating the white race. Ain't no way that you're a police officer, a detective of 20 years, and you talk to this motherfucker and you can't tell that she's fucking lying. Nigga off the street can tell that this bitch is lying. Any adult can tell that this bitch is lying. But you will push the case through because no child left behind. No, what it is no nigga left behind. We can fuck up a nigga shit, we own that. This nigga might be on some revolutionary shit, trying to give money to the niggas, and they trying to organize and shit. We need to knock these niggas down. And they can't do it unless you help them. And you don't even mind. But just as soon as it's your son, all of a sudden, that she lying, you know she lying. You wondering what the fuck going on. How the fuck can you be wondering what's going on? It's the same system. The system is take away the men. This isn't any motherfucking take away the men. You want to fucking rule a nation? What motherfuckers used to be back in the day, they would kill any child over a certain age. Kill all the men, will keep the women, kill any boy child over this age. All that motherfucking scandal and Game of Thrones, like the fuck, you can't see what the fuck going on? But that don't matter. None of that matters. As long as you get yours. But the challenge is about defeating narcissists. All right, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna do part 2 tomorrow. Tomorrow night we're doing part 2 because it's 2:00 in the morning. I appreciate everybody who showed love. I can't see this shit on here for some reason. Tomorrow we will be right back here on the Rap Trap. Be here at 9 o'clock. I'm telling y'all, be here tomorrow, 9 o'clock, and we're gonna do part 2, and we're gonna talk about. Let me see. 6:21. So we'll start at 6:21, maybe a little bit further up so that folk can catch up, and we'll go from there. All right, like I told y'all, we're going to do the opening. Let's see what we got here. They label it Big Facts Podcast. They didn't put my name on there, so this is a gift to the show. Let's see what we got. Also, if you've not went to Bag Rich School Up, YouTube or IG, you better get the fuck over there. That nigga know something. Shout out to that nigga goddamn D Rose over there, Supremely Black. It's a body that just got found. And I wanted to catch up on that. Very interesting story. Go to Supremely Black Podcast. That nigga's talking some real shit over there. Let's see what we got here. Like I said, yeah, I appreciate all the love, all the support. Y'all know we doing this temporarily while we work on the other channel, getting back on. So I appreciate y'all showing that love. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I don't even, who sent me this? Who sent this? It don't got no. Appreciate that, man. Y'all remember we had the damn hourglass had broke. Oh man, turn the fuck up. He sent in an hourglass, man. Oh shit, I'm gonna break this motherfucker. I'm gonna have to find something good to put it on. This is always good. If y'all have not went to Amazon and got 3rd Second Chance by Mello Jones or Brad, as we know him in the nation, y'all make sure y'all fuck with that, man. Like I said, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. I really appreciate, because you would think that, the real shit that we talk over here, we know that we're gonna come up against, the machine, the system trying to take us down. So it really does warm my heart to be able to know that I have, we've done something over here that's so heavy that no matter where we are, motherfuckers show love. So I definitely appreciate that. Whoever sent in this exotic hourglass, thank you so much. Make sure you shout yourself out. Talk about Shaq giving up his celebrity but keeping his Shaq got fired. Go right now and get head first too. That's what we talking about. Hold on.
God, keep me out the way of these niggas. Caught my pistol, told my granny for to pray for a nigga. You can't call that boy your brother cause you ate with a nigga. When you start to get some money, see the hate in the nigga.
Had them youngins go and get it. When they make it back with the profit, let them split it. I can meet a nigga once and know if he'll be consistent. Running down a check, now that's something I can't wait on. Bag rich bitch, I ain't the nigga you can fake on. Niggas falling off, I'm the nigga who gon' stay on. Yes, I got chopped, this ain't the top you gon' play on. You want my attention and approach me with a lick. I coach a 13 trials on the 1st and 5th. I'm cold with them bowls, it's a curse and a gift. I'ma take a few chances when these charges get lipped. System moving slow, but I'm trying to get it over. I don't bun 8 months and they blame it on Corona. They tryna catch me twice on the bun, then hold me. I ain't stupid, I can feel it when somebody tryna hold me. Baby, where you at? Let me stir that macaroni. Pussy got me hooked like a drug, I might OD. Got a couple bags I need to hide, baby, hold these. You know when to give me what I need, cause you know me. Baby, you just drunk off this dick, you don't want me. I think you be telling sex lies when I'm stroking. I still check a bitch quick, don't provoke me. Hoes open doors, I ain't gotta use a dope key. You know I had 4 for 4 going before Wendy's. He owe too much paper, had them youngins go and get it. When they make it back with the profit, let them split it. I can meet a nigga once and know if he'll be consistent. Running down a check, now that's something I can't wait on. Bad Bag rich bitch, I ain't the nigga you can fake on. Niggas falling off, I'm the nigga who gon' stay on. Yes, I got chopped, this ain't the top you gon' play on. You know I had 4 for 4 going before Wendy's. He owe too much pay, had them youngins go and get it. When they make it back with the profit, let them split it. I can meet a nigga once and know if he'll be consistent. Running down a check, now that's something I can't wait on. Bag rich bitch, I ain't the nigga you can fake on. Niggas falling off, I'm the nigga who gon' stay on. Yes, I got chopped, this ain't the top you gon' play on.